Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm so happy you are here today. I'm Nora.
Hello, everyone. I'm George. And Nora, before we start, I have to tell you something embarrassing.
Oh, yes, please tell me.
So this morning, my alarm rang at 7 o'clock. I turned it off, and I said to myself, just 5 more minutes. Just 5.
Just 5 minutes, and?
Dramatic. I woke up at 9.
George, 9 o'clock?
The blanket was very warm, Nora. Very, very warm. It was holding me.
The blanket was holding you. I love that. But George, this is actually a perfect way to start today's topic.
My sleeping problem is today's topic?
Not exactly. Today we are talking about morning routines. What do you do before work? What happens between waking up and leaving the house?
Ah, a routine, like the things you do every morning, in order, every day.
Exactly. A routine is something you do regularly, every day, in the same order. For example, every morning I wake up, I drink a glass of water, I open the window. Same order every day. That is my morning routine.
I see. And my routine is alarm rings, I press snooze again, I panic, I run.
That is also a routine, yes. A chaotic one, but a routine.
Chaotic. Do you know this word? Chaotic means very messy, no order, no plan. My mornings are chaotic.
And today, we want to help you, and everyone listening, talk about your morning in English, the vocabulary, the phrases, the real conversation, so you can describe your own morning routine in English, naturally and confidently.
And if I can do it, you absolutely can too. Trust me.
But first, a small request. If you enjoy this podcast, please click the like button. It helps us so much. And please subscribe so you never miss a new episode. Share this with one friend who is learning English. One friend, that is all we ask. Thank you. We appreciate every single one of you.
We really, really do. Okay, Nora, I'm ready. Let's talk about mornings, even though mornings and I have a difficult relationship.
Let's start from the very beginning. George, what is the first thing you do in the morning? The very first thing, after you finally get out of bed.
Okay, after I get out of bed, I go to the bathroom.
Good. The bathroom first. This is very common. And what do you do in the bathroom?
I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I look in the mirror and I think, who is this tired person?
I think many of our listeners feel the same way.
Wash my face, brush my teeth. These are very important phrases. Say them with me. Wash my face, brush my teeth.
Good. These are basic morning verbs, and you will use them every day. Wash, brush, both are action words, verbs. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. Simple, clear, important.
Nora, what do you do first in the morning, before the bathroom even?
The very first thing I do not touch my phone.
You don't touch your phone at all?
Not for the first 15 minutes. When you look at your phone immediately after waking up, messages, social media, news, your brain jumps into stress mode. No gentle start, just problems, notifications, information, all at once.
So my brain wakes up already tired?
Exactly. Instead, I sit up slowly. I take one deep breath. Deep breath. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Breathe out slowly through your mouth. Just once. It tells your body, good morning. We are okay. Today is a new day.
Like this? Breathe in, breathe out. Oh, that actually feels different.
See? And you didn't even need coffee yet.
Yet. The coffee is coming, don't worry.
Of course. Now, let's talk about our first important phrase, to wake up. Wake up means to stop sleeping, to become conscious. Conscious means aware. Your brain is working. Your eyes are open.
You can say, I wake up at 7. I woke up late today. I could not wake up this morning. Try saying it now. What time do you wake up? Say it out loud, right now, wherever you are.
Good. Speaking out loud, even alone, is real practice. Your mouth is learning. Now, after waking up, the next big step, you get out of bed. Get out of bed means you physically move, you stand up, you leave the bed.
This is the hardest moment of my entire day.
For many people, yes, especially in winter when the room is cold and the bed is warm.
The bed is warm, the floor is cold. It's a real battle every single morning.
But you get up, eventually.
Eventually, yes. Some days faster, some days slower, but I get up.
And that is already something to be proud of. Getting up, starting your day, that is step one. And in English, we say, I got up early today. I got up late today. I couldn't get up this morning. Got up is the past tense of get up.
Repeat after me. I got up early today. I got up late today. Say it. Use your voice.
Perfect. So we have our first two morning phrases, wake up and get out of bed. And okay, George, so we woke up, we got out of bed, we washed our face, brushed our teeth. Now, the next big question. Breakfast. Do you eat breakfast in the morning?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends.
It depends on what?
It depends on how late I woke up. If I wake up on time, yes, breakfast. If I wake up at 9, like today, no breakfast, just panic and coffee.
Panic and coffee. That is not a breakfast, George.
It has caffeine. Caffeine gives energy. That is close enough.
Caffeine. Caffeine. Caffeine is the thing in coffee and tea that wakes up your brain and gives you energy. George believes caffeine is a food group.
It should be, officially.
But George, breakfast is genuinely important. When you sleep, your body goes many hours without food. 7, 8 hours? In the morning, your body needs fuel. Fuel means energy, like petrol for a car.
So my body is a car and breakfast is the petrol.
Exactly. Without breakfast, your brain is running on empty. Running on empty means you have no fuel left. You are trying to work, to think, to speak, but your body has nothing to work with.
Running on empty. I love this phrase. It means no energy, nothing left inside. Like my phone at 2% battery.
Perfect example. Now, what do people typically eat for breakfast? George, on a good morning, when you actually have time, what do you eat?
Okay, on a good morning, I make eggs, fried eggs, 2 eggs in a pan with a little butter, and toast, bread in the toaster. You know, the toaster, the machine that makes bread warm and crispy.
Yes, everyone knows the toaster. Crispy means hard on the outside, a little crunchy, not soft.
Yes, crispy toast with butter and my coffee. That is my perfect breakfast.
That actually sounds lovely. Simple but satisfying. Satisfying means it makes you feel good, complete, not hungry anymore.
Satisfying. Say it. Satisfying. A satisfying breakfast. A satisfying meal. It means it was enough. It was good. Your body is happy.
My breakfast is a little different. I eat something lighter in the morning. Light means not heavy, not too much food. I have yogurt. Do you know yogurt? It is a thick, creamy food made from milk with some fruit on top. Berries, banana, whatever I have.
That sounds very healthy, Nora.
I try. And I drink green tea instead of coffee.
Green tea? Not coffee? Every morning?
Every morning. Green tea is lighter than coffee, less caffeine, but still enough to wake me up gently. Gently means slowly, softly, without shock.
Gently. Wake up gently. Start your morning gently. Not like me. Alarm, panic, run. That is not gentle. That is a disaster.
Okay, now let's talk about something that causes many people stress in the morning. Getting dressed. Getting dressed means choosing your clothes and putting them on.
Oh no, this is my biggest problem.
Tell me.
Every morning, I open my wardrobe. Wardrobe is the big cupboard where you keep your clothes. I open it, I look inside, and I think I have absolutely nothing to wear.
George, you have many clothes.
I know, but nothing looks right in the morning. I try one shirt, no. I try another, no. Trousers, maybe. Different trousers? Better, but now the shirt is wrong again.
To the listeners, does this sound familiar? I think many people do this. And George, I have a solution for you.
Please, tell me.
Simple. Choose your clothes the night before.
The night before.
Yes, before you go to sleep, you choose your outfit for tomorrow. Outfit means your complete clothing, shirt, trousers, everything together. You choose it at night, you put it somewhere ready. In the morning, no thinking, no deciding, you just put it on and go.
That is actually genius. Why did I not think of this?
Because at night, your brain is calm and relaxed. You make better decisions. In the morning, your brain is half asleep and stressed. Bad decision time.
So the tip is prepare the night before. Not just clothes. You can prepare many things the night before. Your bag, your lunch, your keys, everything ready. Morning George will thank Night George very much.
Exactly. Now, one more important part of the morning, leaving the house. This is the final step. You are dressed, you ate breakfast, now you go. But before you leave, what do you check?
Phone, keys, wallet, bag.
The classic 4. Phone, keys, wallet, bag. Every person checks these before leaving. And George, have you ever left the house and forgotten one of these?
All 4. On the same day.
All 4?
Covering face. It was a very bad Tuesday.
So, a useful tip. Before you leave, say it out loud in English. Phone, check. Keys, check. Wallet, check. Bag, check. It is speaking practice, and it saves your morning at the same time.
2 benefits. English practice and no bad Tuesdays. I love this.
Okay, everyone. So we have a full morning now. We woke up, we got out of bed, we had breakfast, we got dressed, we checked our phone, keys, wallet, bag, and now we leave the house. The next part of the morning is commuting.
Commuting. C-O-M-M-U-T-I-N-G. This is a very useful word. Commuting means traveling from your home to your work or school every day, the journey you make every single morning.
Nodding. You can commute by bus, by train, by car, by bicycle, or even by walking. How you travel to work every day, that is your commute. Right. Bye, everyone.